Alright, in this little video we're going to have a look at some of the system preferences, or you might call them settings. Down in the dock, down the bottom here, you'll see this little box here. Once again, you can hover on it and it will say System Preferences. If you click that, you'll see these options. Now these are all the different settings that you can change on your MacBook. So some will be more useful than others, and they're the ones we're going to have a quick look at now. So starting off, inside your general is some appearance things, some color changes, sizes of icons and things like that. Not much of that you'll need to change, but you could have a play with that and see what happens. If I want to go back to where I was, I can click Show All, or I can choose from the list there. I'm just going to click Show All. Now, the one I wanted to show you first was the desktop and screensaver. So I click that. Now I can choose from any of these provided images. Some nice ones there. I can do a solid color as a background if I want, or if I click on this little plus here, I can find my own image that I might have on my, say, my desktop, or something that I've, one of my own pictures that I've got on my desktop. So if you happen to have a picture that you really want as your desktop image, you would choose it there, press choose, and it would then appear here in this little preview. So if you've chosen one that you like, let's say I'm going to go with this little one here, clouds, and it changes it straight away. So if I like the fields one here, that's kind of cool. There's a lion, he's looking good. Another water one here. So you can choose pretty much any one that you like, and it puts it straight away in there. Now you can also click this to change the picture. It'll change it every 30 minutes or however long you say. Like I'm going to choose 5 seconds, and you see it changes just automatically. You can randomize the order of it, and then this translucent bar by default, it just makes that the bar at the top here a little bit clear, so the picture kind of shows through. Alright, so I'm going to just put it back to how I had it before, and that's that. So that's the desktop, and also in there, I forgot to show you the screensaver. There's a whole bunch of different options in here. You can have it like a Polaroid camera kind of thing, or like pictures hung on a wall, or tiles that move around. There's a whole bunch of different things, different ways that you can do it. Or you can set one of these as the screensaver there, like this one. Incidentally, any of the ones that involve photos use a particular source. So these ones are National Geographic. I can do aerial ones, Cosmos, and I can choose my own folder, which might be my own pictures, and I can have that too. And then there's a setting here as well for how quickly the screensaver starts in. So yeah, that's your screensaver. Now going back to our other options, inside this one here, the dock, really the main thing is this magnification one. So if I click that, what you'll now see is when I go down to the dock, it magnifies what I'm looking at here. So it just sometimes makes it a bit easier to see, especially if, like me, you tend to get a lot of icons, and because I have a lot of icons, I've made my icon size smaller, but I use my magnification, and then it, I can see it a lot easier. So you can have a play with that as well. By default, it'll be like that, around about the middle. And that's pretty much the only one in there you need to touch. The next one is the trackpad options. Now I've got a whole video assigned to the trackpad. In my opinion, the trackpad is a very underrated piece of hardware that's on the MacBook, and there's a lot you can get out of it just by ticking a few boxes. So in here is the trackpad options, and there's a whole bunch of different things you can do in there, but I will have a video that's just on that. And the last thing I wanted to show you was in the energy saving section. So I click that there, and there's two options if I'm using battery or if I'm using my power adapter. So um, turn display off. At the moment it's set to 2 minutes. For me that's a bit short because sometimes I might be sitting and thinking. I don't want the screen to turn off. So you can adjust that up to a lot, 3 hours here, but you can also put it to never. It'll probably give you a warning, a warning that says that that's going to use a lot of energy. So especially if you're on power, I would probably say, 15, 20 minutes maybe. If there's been no activity, it will go to sleep just to save the screen. So I'll make it 15 minutes. And I can set the same kind of setting when I'm on power. So while I'm on power, it's actually set to 10. I can make that 15, 20, whatever I want to make. That's pretty much the only one that's in there. That's some of the settings, guys, just to kind of customize it a little bit to your needs.